For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue. The staff of the Jow Public School District is proud of their Jow Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jow schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jow Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jow Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome everybody to Jow football, as it is game number 2 for 2025, their 25th season. This is Ron Gunner. Thank you much for being with me as we are getting underway. We've got about 10 minutes to go. We did have a lightning strike earlier, but I think that was just a singular one. It did rain a little bit on the way up here, just a little sprinkle as what I got, just enough to mix in with the bugs that were on the windshield. You know how that works out. But it's going to be a good one as Jow gets into game number 2 of the 2025 season. Thank you much for being here once again. And we have our sponsors. We'll be talking about those, of course. Also be playing those sponsors as well. Built different. That is what the theme is for this year for the Jow Panthers. So far 0-1, but definitely wanting to get something rolling. They are definitely heading into some stiff competition last week, number 3, or actually 3A, with a top team that almost won the championship last year, just with just 2-point difference, 2-point loss. And they also had just the only loss was that game for the season. So Jow definitely not afraid to take on some big competition, and they're doing so again today as they take on the Santa Rosa Lions, who are, I think actually they started the season number 2. They lost last season to the championship game to Texaco. They already taken care of Texaco in their first game, and that was the score of 22-15. How they got there against Texaco. It was in Santa Rosa, so the first quarter was 7-6. Texaco was on top at the end of it all. By halftime, that was still the same score, 7-6. Third quarter saw Santa Rosa were able to get back into it. By the way, Texaco had already lost their quarterback at that point, and they were having to rely on their sophomore quarterback. So it was 8 points for the Santa Rosa Lions, made it a score of 14-7. And then both teams scored 8 points each, which means they had a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the final score was 22-15. Josh Cordova, the quarterback, or you can call him quarterback, he does line up back there. He had 2 passes, 2 for 2 actually was what it was, for 52 yards. He also had 26 carries, and he had 100 yards for the game and had 2 touchdowns for rushing. Also had David Chavez, 21 carries, got a whopping 132 yards, and managed to score 1 touchdown as well. The team rushed for 262 yards, and they passed for just the 52 yards for the game. But again, Coach Satterwhite had said that he believed that this was going to be a running offense, and I do believe he is correct about that. It's going to be one of those that is coached by David Chavez. They were 9-4 last year. Once again, they lost to Texaco in the championship game, 50-0. And good news for the Panther fans. Looks like it is going to be Zayden Lujan who's going to be able to start after last week's injury. He was over there stretching, and he is suited up and ready to go. I had a feeling he would be. He is very competitive. I've seen him in several sports, and goes out there and always gets his all. Hopefully he will won't be injured. Doesn't look like he is. Didn't see him walking, but definitely is not favoring his leg. A good sign. And he's one of those key players for the Jow Panthers. We've got 7 minutes to go for this, and continue on with the pregame. As I like to kind of bring out some characteristics, or at least let you know who we're going to be watching for. First, that'll be Daniel Ornelius, who is going to be the quarterback once again after last season, becoming a quarterback after being a running back. And he had his numbers for last week's game were 5 of 10 is what his completions were. And let's see. Yeah, 26 yards is what he got from the air, from the 5 of 6. Also had 9 runs for 23 yards. It was also, Zane Lujan was out there too. I didn't see his numbers, but he had some numbers on the ground as well as in the air catching. So expect to see Lujan out there for the kickoff returns and punt returns as well, if there are any punts. We're hoping to see some as well. Let's see, we've got Coach Satterwhite there, his second season, once again running the 3-4 defense, along with Bubba Ross, assistant coach, Chris Mendez, Clint Lindman, Philip Lopez, Ricky Peacock, and Victor Solis. All of those out there making sure that the Panthers are ready for the game. And here we are, we're getting the Santa Rosa Lions out now. A little late, but I think they already were. I know they were doing warm-ups earlier. So we've got about 5 minutes to go. We also have the national anthem coming up here in just a moment, I'm sure. But I will be covering it. This again is Ron Gunner. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to wait till the national anthem, and then we'll have the 3-minute break. But in the meantime, let's see what else we can talk about here. Besides the next week is going to be, once again, just for your knowledge, next week, Thursday is the game, not Saturday as it was originally planned to be. And it will be here in Jow, not in Hobbs, against the Hobbs JV. It'll be starting at 7 o'clock on Thursday. Once again, $5 to get in unless you are a student or over the age of 55.
Number 45, your Jow Panther captains are number 1, Zayden Lujan. Number 22.
All right, and we're going to get the captains out there right now to get the coin toss once again. Santa Rosa is going to call it. And we'll see if they get heads or tails. Actually, we won't know for sure if it's heads or tails, but we will know afterwards if they won or lost. Captains have shook hands. I was going to say shaken, but that doesn't sound quite right. When you try to say shaken and shook, it's shaken. So getting the call from one of the captains. Coin is out. Going to see it both sides good. Santa Rosa. And here we go. We're about to get the coin flip right now. And there it is. Looks like it's going to be, once again, Santa Rosa is not going to win that one. So it'll be Jow. We'll be going the other way this time. We'll be going from south to north. And they're going to receive. Santa Rosa is going to get the ball. That means Jow will be on offense in the second half, and they'll be starting on the defense in the first half.
Coin toss, Santa Rosa has elected to receive the ball to begin the game.
So, all right. So, in any case, we are about to get underway. We've got 3 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and take a 3-minute break. Thank all of our sponsors, and let's go ahead and do that right now so you know who to thank as well. Eunice Pump and Supply, Panther Energy, Jow Municipal Schools, Mamacitas, Woolworth Community Library, and Iron Horse Grill. Be back in just a moment. Iron Horse Sports Grill to be exact. Sorry about that. Be back in a moment right here on the Jow Panther Network, whether you're on HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube, or if you're getting it on somewhere on the Facebook page.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue. The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community.
All right, looks like we're going to get the kickoff once again. Daniel Ornelius is going to be doing the honors of kicking it. And it looks like for Santa Rosa, it is going to be Latchland Ross, I believe. It looks like that is number one. He is the junior quarterback, but he only played for a little bit for the quarterback. Otherwise, it's going to be, once again, let's see, that is Josh Cordova.
Number 3, Damian Navarrete. Also, Daniel Gummies.
So here we go with the kickoff, and it is going to be a low one
22.
as it goes out of bounds, unfortunately. And that means no return, though, so maybe that's a smart move. Avoid any problems, and it also avoids any conflict or contact or injury. But it does put him on the 35. So the 35-yard line is where Santa Rosa is going to get started. 1st and 10. We are underway.
Ball starting at the 35-yard line.
So let's get into this game. So a huddle from Santa Rosa. Looks like it's me. Like I said, most of it's going to probably be a run. It looks like it may have been a broken up play. Turned around, his player wasn't there, so he had to run forward anyway. Did get a couple of yards out of it for that. Maldonado was part of that stop, 2nd down. Looks like they got about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8, and that is going to be 22. 2-yard, run. Another quarterback keeper, and this time it doesn't go anywhere. Actually, it may have gotten to the line of scrimmage and beyond. Looks like they did get 1 yard out of it after all, but nevertheless, so the Panthers are very hyped about that. So it'll be 3rd down and about 7 yards from the 39. So that was 1 yard. Quarterback handed off on that one. Did run it up the middle, but may have not gotten. Well, maybe it'll be depending on the. It looks like the spot of it is going to be short, so it'll be 4th down. 4th and 1 this time. Let's see, that was looks like about a 6-yard gain. And it is again at the 45. We go ahead and take that one, and it is stopped. The whole line has stopped. The Jow defense stopped that one from going on. It was number 45. Tried to get that one, and it is a turnover of downs. And Jow looking strong so far early in this game as they have a turnover of downs and a 1st and 10 for the Jow Panthers. Ball is spotted on the Lions 44. Santa Rosa, and the 1st down for the Jow Panthers. Ornalius going to hand it off and going to get it to Zane Lujan. Going to bounce around the side and get enough at least for 8, maybe 9, depending on that spot. Nicely done too. Nice run for 9 yards once again for Zane Lujan. So it could be a running game on both sides. Don't know for certain. It's just still early on as it is spotted at the 35-yard line. So 9 yards, 2nd and 1. Ornales with 2 on the side. Going to go ahead and give it to Venezuela, who's going to break up the side to the left, to the right. Get more than enough for a 1st down and more. So 1st down, first down for the Jow Panthers. They're doing a whole lot better than they did last game, just last week. That was a 10-yard gain for Venezuela. So 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Jow Panthers. This is Lions defense. And hand it off once again. Looks like he may have kept it either way. Ornales is going to get punished a little bit for keeping the ball. In fact, he may have lost 2 yards. So 2nd and 12. As that was once again Ornalius run. Trying to find a sweet spot here on the camera angle. As the sun goes down. Here we go with the handoff. Actually, it's going to be a keeper. And it's going to be Ornales who's going to keep it and run up after faking it off to Zane Lujan. It looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does, as he goes to the 14-yard line. So the 2nd 1st down already. And Jow definitely keeping me on my toes with the stats here. That was, once again, Ornales with the run. That was 13 yards. Nicely done for Daniel. Back to the offense once again. And this time he's going to hand it off to Zane Lujan. Try to run it up the middle. He's going to get tackled for about a 3-yard gain, roughly, as he gets into coverage. So it has been run on both sides so far for these teams. And the ball is going to be down now to the 13. Actually, that must have been an 8. Oh, that's right. Or actually, it was a 2-yard gain. So 2 yards. As this one goes around and will be in short, maybe a touchdown. Haven't gotten the marker yet. For Ornales. He's going to take it to 1st and goal. Nicely done. Ran it all the way to the 1-yard line. 13. So that was, actually, it was 2nd and 7. That's right. Either way, though, 2nd and 7 with that run. It will be a 1-yard gain and a score with 7:21 to go in the first quarter. And we're going to catch our breath as Jal is up right now and going to get the extra point here in just a moment. See if they go for the 2 or the 1. That was Ornelas once again with a run of 1. Jal gets their first points of this season, 2025, their 25th season. They've got to be very happy about that coming out here and proving not only that they stopped them on defense, but also were able to get a nice offense. Flag on the play, though, and it's going to go against Jal. And that is going to be assessed on the kickoff, unfortunately, so it'll give Santa Rosa a bit of an advantage. Didn't see the call, but it's definitely going to be taken care of after this point after. And it will be a 2-point try. It's going to run around the side and in. Valenzuela in for the score of 2. So a run from Valenzuela is going to make the score 8-0. Jal looking strong so far as we continue to look strong ourselves. Be back in just 30 right here as we continue coverage of the Jal Panther Network on the Jal Panthers on HobbsAmerica.com and on YouTube.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And it is fair to say that Jal is here to play, and they are already on the board, 8-0. Thank you very much for being here. This is Ron Gunter. 7:21 on this Friday night, August 29th. We're going to see if Jal can respond. They did have a penalty after the touchdown, so that means it's going to be assessed on the kickoff, and they're going to be kicking it off at the 25. So that means it could be good field position once again. They've already had one field position for Santa Rosa at the 35. Let's see what happens this time around as Ornelas once again is going to be doing the kicking duties. So on this kind of threatening, I know we're going to possibly have some rain tomorrow, but today you didn't know for certain about it, but looks like the weather is going to not give us any problems. And Jal is going to go ahead and take advantage of that once again. They are back to the 25 because of a penalty from the score of a 1-yard run from Ornelas, the quarterback keeper. Speaking of which, he is going to be doing the kicking as well. We are about to get underway once again with a kickoff, number 2 for the Jal Panthers. Here we go, another kick, short drop, but picked up. And not very much running room as he is leveled just on the right side of the 50, about the 48. This will be the second possession for the Santa Rosa Lions. They were 3 and out earlier. Actually, they were 4 and out earlier because they did try to go for it. And again, they're going to be at the 48 of Jal. Score only took, let's see, it was 2, 4, 6, 7 plays for Jal to get into the end zone. Very nice. We know the quarterback keeper this time. We can expect to see a lot of that as I'm going to go ahead and get a little closer to the action so it doesn't look like we're miles away. And that will get 5 yards netted for the run. Again, that is going to be for Cordova, Josh Cordova, number 23. And it'll be 2nd and 5. From the 43. Another one. He's going to run it off to the right this time. And going to do that. go. And it'll be third and short. Third and, to be exact, looks like it'll be 3rd and 3. So 2 yards once again from 23 from Josh, who last week had 100 yards rushing. We're going to get a timeout on the field. Looks like it's going to be timeout Jal. So Jal is going to take their first timeout. We'll take one with them as we come back. Jal up 8-0, 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Jow Panther Network.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
All right, we are back. I am the cameraman. I am your play-by-play announcer as well as your statistician, if I can be. We've got a 3rd and 2 and a stoppage of play once again. This time around, looks like it's going to be a uniform problem. Maybe Zane Lujan needs to tie the shoe. I'm not sure exactly, but either way, he's going to be substituted. It looks like it's coming in. It's going to be, that would be David Navarrete. So Lujan out, Navarrete in. Here we go as gets it back, pitches it forward, and gets close to the first down. Is he going to get, actually it looks like his forward progress is not going to be done, but the knee was down. He only got 1 yard. So 1 yard run on that one. And that looked like it was from 35. In any case, 4th and 2 actually, 4th and 2. So yes, it was a 1 yard gain. I thought I had that in there. So for the second time, the Lions are going to go for it on 4th down. Let's see what happens. Going to run it off to the right. This time, a big gain as he goes ahead and gets past his defender. And we'll break it up for a touchdown for number 23. Once again, that is going to be, Josh Cordova. So 23 runs it in. It was going to be, let's see, that was 42. That was a 42-yard run. So 42 yards off of 23 for Santa Rosa. And we have the time now of 5:18. Extra point on the way here as it is going to be, looks like, it's going to be kicked. So a PAT attempt. No, actually it's going to be 2-point conversion, and he's going to get it over to his receiver, number 1. And that is going to be Darvin Pacheco, who is known to be the fastest on the team for the 2-point conversion on the pass. So it'll be tied up at 8 apiece. Back in just a moment as we continue coverage right here once again. Jal 8, Santa Rosa 8. We'll be back. Ron Gunner here for you. Don't miss anything.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
All right, a quick score. Unfortunately, that only took 4 plays. It looked like for a moment that Jowl was going to stop Santa Rosa from being able to get that first down, but instead was able to get it around the right corner and scored it for the long run and the touchdown. 8-8 is the score. Thank you much for being here on this Friday night. Other games going on, we'll keep up with them as it goes, but right now we're going to continue coverage right here for Jowl. Kickoff, and it's going to go to Zayden Lujan. who's going to get it at, well, maybe not, because it's going to roll into the end zone and out of bounds.
And ball rolls into the end zone.
So Jow's going to get it back after the kickoff. Their second possession of the game, because it went to a touchback. It'll be at the 25-yard line.
Ball's placed on the 20-yard line for a Jow Panther first down.
Oh, the 20-yard line. Okay. So the 20-yard line, and Jow is going to get started. All right, we've got trips to the right, one to the left. We got two running backs behind or next to Ornalis, and he's going to go ahead and pass it off or hand it off to Venezuela, who is also running well. Gets at least 5 yards on that one as he is taken down. So nicely done. Second and about, actually it was more than that. Second and 7 yards is what he got off of that one from Venezuela. Second and 3 is what we're looking at the 27. All these numbers. All right, second and 3. Here we go. He's going to hand that off once again. Nicely done for the O-line, giving him some room, and he's still up and running, and that is going to be a nice game. Couldn't get it around the corner, but Zayden Lujan is able to get the first down and more off that run. And that's all he needed to do was get that done. So first down, that is the 3rd for Jow. Next time around, let's see, it's going to be marked at the 36.
For a Jow Panther.
So that was an 11-yard gain for Zayden Lujan. First down for Jow. So once again, same formation, except a little tighter. And Venezuela this time unable to make anything happen on his legs. And is taken down quickly. May have gotten to the line of scrimmage and nothing more.
No gain on the play for the Panthers.
So the run of no yards. It'll be second and 10. Once again from the 36. Hope everybody's having fun out there as Hobbs August night. Some other things going on, but Jow driving down the middle of the field right now. It is gonna bounce out, and Zayden Lujan is going to get more than a fair share of his yardage. Looks like it's going to be 12 total, and gets the first down as well. As he gets knocked out of bounds, he's going to be going to the 47-yard line. So 11 altogether.
7-yard line for a Jow Panther.
So nicely done. That is number 4 for the Panthers. Zayden Lujan has taken a moment to tie his shoe. Just happy that he's there. After last week, he was limping off the field. He looks to be re-energized and revitalized. That's what the Panthers wanted to see. He's part of the plan, as well as Ornalis and everybody else, Venezuela as well. This time it's going to be handed off once again to Lujan. Does the stutter step and gets a good amount of yardage as he goes out of bounds. A little bit of a scrum from, or maybe it's hard to say, but looks like there was a fight with the ball, but that was out of bounds. It would have been pointless. It was already down.
3rd down.
So it's second down and 2. So an 8-yard run from Zayden Lujan once again. Oops. Eight yards, second and 2. Let's see what we have here. Another handoff this time around. Going to go, looks like they're running by committee with Venezuela getting the call this time. May have gotten a yard as he pushes it forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Either way, it is going to be a very small gain.
No gain on the play.
So no gain actually. So it'll be 3rd and 4. As Venezuela was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 3. Either way, Ornelas is going to keep the ball, going to run up the middle, get the protection needed from the line, and get the first down and more as he gets it down to about the 32-yard line. And that is going to be, looks like 9 yards for Ornelas. I know, I'll say this naturally one day, just like my own name. Actually, I don't even say my own name. There is a holding, though, unfortunately, and that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it's going to negate the run. So glad I did not get that in there. So for Daniel Ornelas, nice run, but penalty of 10 yards. It's going to bring it back to 2nd and, or actually it's going to be 3rd and 14. Run up the middle. Oops. Nowhere going. As it is going to be Ornelas once again, a keeper. And it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 8. So we did get about 5 yards on that one. Not a lot of passing so far. Didn't expect to see it. And it's going to be 4th down and about 8. Offense is spread out, so is defense. Let's see what happens as Ornelas is under. As it looks like it may be a punt. And it is. Ornelas going to punt that one, and it's going to go to the 20, 15, 10. Going to roll to the 8 and stop there. And that's where Jal is going to down it at about the 7-yard line, roughly. So that is a punt. And the first time in this game that Jal has not been able to score. This is their 2nd possession. So a changeover possession. As we're going to see Santa Rosa. And the Lions are going to be 1st and 10 at the 7 of their own territory. So a little further away. Let's go ahead and get zoomed in a little bit. Catch that action. It's going to be it's like a quarterback keeper. Let me see. Oh, would help. So 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 from the run. 2nd and 4. That is going to be on the 13, 6 yards, run. Here we go with the snap, and it's going to be up the middle once again. Actually, no. Ball is loose. Let's see who has it. Looks like it may have been recovered by Santa Rosa, and the Lions continue to have it. But in the process, they actually did get a yard as well, so everything going well so far. So it's 3rd and 2 yards actually from the run. So it is at the 15 right now. And that is the end of the first quarter. How about that? I wasn't even paying attention. End of the first quarter, and we've got the score of 8-8. Altogether a tie. Be back in 1 minute with more coverage right here as we continue it on Jal Panther Network, whether it be on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube. Stay with us.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
All right, we are back, and as the intercom is saying, we are staying alive. And yes, we are, as it is an 8-8 game. JAL Panthers with first to score on this their opening drive after stopping Santa Rosa from a 4th and short. And now it is the start of the second quarter. 12 minutes to go before we get to the half. We're going to see if Santa Rosa can continue. They've been deep in their own territory. Started off at the 7th. We are now at 3rd and 2. It has been nothing but run from both sides. Haven't seen anybody pass yet, but it is still early in this game. These two teams are not known for passing this year so far. And this one is going to get out. And he is able to get past one of the fastest runners on the field, and that is going to be once again Darren Pacheco. He is a senior running back. He is about 5'8", and he does get the first down. So 2 yards and more, as it is now at the 26-yard line. So 11 to be exact for the number 1 runner. And getting another one once again, this time to the left. And this will be a quarterback keeper once again for Cordova. He gets another big gain. First down once again for Santa Rosa. And that is going to be, let's see, the third first down for Santa Rosa, this time at the 36. 10 yards, first down. Oh, there is a penalty on it for an illegal block. So instead of a first down, it'll be, well, I mean, it will be first down, but it's not another first down. So it's that negates that run. And penalty, we'll take it 10 yards back, 2nd and 20. To the 25. So let's see. So instead of the, all right, so actually it looks like it'll be just 1st and 11. Ball's way over there. There we go. So inside the 10 will be a 9. That'll be 1 yard gain. So 24, no, it's 26 now. So 2nd and 9. There we go. As the lights are on and the sun has gone down. It's going to be a handoff back after a switch. And that is going to be, and that is going to be a horse collar tackle. Unfortunately, and that's going to be a first down as that run was done once again by Pacheco, who is getting back into it. No harm on that. But grabbed him by the shoulder. May not be a horse tackle. I didn't think it was for certain, but we'll see if there is a notification here from the white cap. As he calls it.
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, it's a face mask. I didn't see that. So definitely a first down for Santa Rosa. 1st and 10 from the penalty. That's 15 yards. Along with the run. And that will put it all the way over to, looks like the 49-yard line, who are still in their own territory. So that one once again off of a penalty. get back into it. First and 10, everybody's lined up. And it is going to be off again to, oh, he is actually, let's see. So looks like lining up is David Chavez, the senior for quarterback, but they're pitching it off to, that would be Josh Cordova. So that's what they're doing, turning around, pitching it off. Second and about 4 for Cordova. Second and 4, yes. 10:03, about 10 minutes remaining left in the first half. Is that one is at the 45? Who's going to go ahead and get that one taken down for a first down again. And it's going to be down to the 37-yard line. First and 10, fourth one for Santa Rosa. 8-yard run. Didn't see who got that one, but nevertheless, first down once again, and seems to be that Santa Rosa is hitting their gears now. They're getting into a rhythm. First and 10. And the wind blowing just nicely. Going to turn around once again. This time it's going to be a keeper. And he runs it up at least for 6 yards. That's going to be David Chavez. So David Chavez. And that'll be a 6-yard run. Ball now at the 31 as they are inside the territory for Jow. Going to get a tight formation once again. As Satterwhite said, it was old school, ran up the middle. Once again is going to be Chavez. And Chavez is going to get a couple yards, third and short this time for the run. Looks like it's going to be a 2-yard gain this time. And that'll mean third and 2 from the 34. So third and 2. Going to go ahead and hand that off, and it's going to go to the left-hand side. Was able to get about 5 yards, looks like, maybe 4. Either way, first down is going to happen again for Santa Rosa as they get it to the 24. Actually, it was about 5 yards. So another first down for Santa Rosa. They're racking those up in this drive. Third one of the game for them. Second drive they did score on. First one they were unable to. 8-8 is the score. And turn around once again, and it is another run for David Chavez, who is sitting as quarterback, or positioning himself as quarterback. Looks like it was just a run of 1. So second and 9 from the 23. Second and 9, 23. Getting close to the red zone. Jow slowing him down but not stopping him, and hoping to see this one get stopped. It's another run. Turns around. This time it's going to hand it off. It'll be behind. There will be a call as he is taken down. Short of the first down, but there is a penalty marker inside, just behind the defensive line. I'm going to see what that's all about. And the Whitecap says it's a holding on offense, is what I thought it might be. So second and, depending on where the foul was what happened, be the spot of the foul. Looks like they're going to go all the way back to 31. So 8 yards penalty. That makes it second and 17.
Second and long for the Lions.
Second and 17, tight formation once again. Going to go ahead and run to the right. Get 23 in there, and he's going to make it around the corner for the first down. And once again, that is going to be Cordova, Josh Cordova. It's going to be on the other side. So Cordova with that long run. Oh, actually, I thought, I'm sorry, that was the original line of scrimmage. That was just a run of few. So they are now at the 21-yard line. So third and about 8 as the whistles blow. Stop the play. Looks like that's probably going to be a false start, maybe a illegal formation. Either way, let's find out. There is a conference between Whitecap and one of the refs, a sideline judge. And here is the call. Actually, he's going to get with the other side as well. May have been no call. Don't see a penalty, so it's third down. 3rd and 7. Hand it off again to Cordova. Looks like he's going to get a great gain and go inside the 10. First down, first and goal for Santa Rosa. That's going to be 23 once again who was able to get that run of, let's see, they're at the 8-yard line. So that's 13 yards. First and goal at the 8. Jal trying to stop this drive as he turns around, goes ahead, hands it off, and untouched goes in for the touchdown. That'll be, looks like that was 3. Or, no, maybe it was Josh Cordova. Yes, it was. Josh Cordova in for the touchdown, 8 yards away. And that's going to be another score for Santa Rosa. Second score for Cordova with 6:22 as they get the pass for the, let's see if we got that one. It looks like it's going to be good. Was a pass for the two-point conversion. So the score is now Santa Rosa 16 unanswered points as that pass goes. 8-yard run from Cordova with 6:22 remaining in the second quarter. Be back in just a moment as we continue coverage right here on JAL Panther Network.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
All right, we are back, and Jal is trailing right now, 16-8, after having a score of 8-0 in the first quarter. And Santa Rosa has scored in the first and the second. I thought this might be a bit of a runaway from Lions, but so far Jal is holding strong after that first stop for Jal. Just got an update on one of the scores. I believe Hobbs is leading right now at Artesia. And actually now it's going to be Artesia up 10-7 on Hobbs. That is happening in Artesia. Getting back here, going to get a kickoff. Second one for Santa Rosa. Remember, Jal will be getting the ball at the start of the third quarter. That is going to be a short one. And there are whistles. I think there's going to be Could be offsides. And it may be. We're going to find out. It happened at the 40, so it's definitely going to be against Santa Rosa. That is going to be for certain. But one touchdown, one punt so far. It is going to be a false start. Going to be going back 5 yards. I'm going to try this kick again. Lujan is in the game. They've been running it along with Venezuela and Ornales. So once again, 5 yards back to the 35. Going to get the kick. Side is going to be from and there we go. This time it's going to be dropped. Hopefully they can get that back. It's going to be at the 15-yard line. Go ahead and get that picked up. 10, 12, 13 yards is what the return will be. And that is going to be for, that was Navarrete, the senior. So Jal with the ball. 1st and 10 at the 23. As the wind continues to swirl around me. 1st and 10. Yard line for Jal. Oh, it's a 28. Even better. 28. So not as far to go. Hand off to Valenzuela. He's going to get a few yards as he gets, actually he did more than that. Looks like he got about 4 yards, maybe 5, depending on the spot. It's going to be at the 33. So 5 yards for Valenzuela. 2nd and 5. Second and 5, Ornales with 2 on the left, 1 on the right. One on the left, 2 on the right, and running in the middle. Going to be handled by Valenzuela once again this time. Going to get a few more yards. Going to be short, but 3rd and about 3. So 35-yard line, 3rd and 3. As he gets 2 more yards. So once again, we've got 3 on the left this time, 1 on the right. Let's see, are they going to run this time? Yes, they are. Going to go right up the middle, a little hesitation, and may have gotten a yard or 2, but that's about it. It looks like it's going to be in the arms of, couldn't see the runner. May have been Navarrete. So run of a couple. So it'll be 4th and 2. They are deep in their own territory. That was just a 1-yard run. So are they going to go for it or are they going to kick it? That is the decision that it needs to be made quickly. But they are at the 36. That makes sense. And they're going to go for it. Or at least they're going to try to see if they can draw off sides. Instead, they do get it to Ornales. He's going to keep the ball and get the 1st down at a little bit more as well. So nice keeper. And another 1st down. That is going to be the 5th 1st down for the Jal Panthers. And that'll take it to the 42 of Jal. So 6-yard scamper for Ornales. And the ball is lost, and unfortunately it looks like it's going to be recovered this time around by, let's see, Jose Galagas. So that was a nice try, but instead fumble, and it is recovered by Santa Rosa. So just when I was going to change everything, get everything caught up for downs, We're going to turn it around, and the Lions are going to get some really good field position at the 36-yard line from that turnover. 1st and 10, 36. Already going to hand it off. Instead, he's going to pass it this time to a wide open receiver who is going to get it in, and looks like he may have gotten a touchdown as well, unless he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Yes, he is. And that is going to be for Pacheco once again, who got the ball from, looked like that was Chavez. Or no, sorry, Cordova. So Cordova threw that one. That's a pass of, let's see, they're at the 3-yard line. That would be a 33-yard pass to get the first down. So first down, let's get focused. Tight field, they're going to probably run it most likely. That's the first run, the first pass, first completion as well. Going to go and pass it back to Cordova. He's going to get inside to the right, but not quite in. May have gotten a yard, as it was about 1st and 3. Now it's 2nd and 2.
David Hernandez on that stop for the Panthers.
2nd and 2 from the 2. Once again, that is 23 with the run of 1 after he had that catch of 33 yards. So short distance for the Lions this time again. Cordova going up the middle. Gets in, maybe going to be close, as it knows no indication. And no, he did not. So he is going to be at the foot mark of the goal line. 3rd and 1. So that was a 1-yard run again. So inching it in slowly, 1 yard at a time. They can do that. 3rd and 1, 3rd and goal. And let's see if Jal can stop this. Of course, Lions do have 2 to get it in. Cordova once again, low, short, maybe. No, they do indicate, though, that he did get the touchdown. So he was able to look like his knees were down, and if we could get a video review, maybe, but instead, looks like that'll be a touchdown for Santa Rosa. So 1-yard run from, once again, Cordova, 3rd of the game. And we have 2:18 to go in this first half. 2-point conversion coming up from the Lions. Going to be over to Cordova again. Block to the 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, and he does make it in. He rounds the corner, and he does get in for that long run. Nevertheless, though, it is going to be 24-8, sorry. 24-8. We're back in just a moment as we continue coverage of the Jal Panther Network. This is Ron Gunner. Thanks for watching.
For over 20
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue. Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
And here we go. Once again, another kickoff. Score is now 24-8. It has been Santa Rosa ever since the first score. Jal with the ball now at the 10-yard line, 15 to be exact. as it'll be from Valenzuela once again getting a good run, getting it to the 40. That is going to be 30 yards for the return of the kickoff. So getting started at the 40. Jal does need good field position to get started. Maybe they've got it this time around, as we have 2:10 remaining in this first half. First and 10 from, once again, the 40-yard line. Thanks to Valenzuela and that nice return of 30 yards. So first down, actually the 41 almost. So nicely done. That's going to be off to the left. Once again, Valenzuela with it. This time he gets some nice yardage. Gets about 6 or 7 before taken down. Gets an extra yard from after the tackle. So actually be 8 yards to be exact. And that's what happens when you pay attention, watch. And that'll be 11, and yards will be 8. Second and 8 already with a pitch. Valenzuela once again gets thrown down quickly in the backfield, and that will be thrown down by Lucero, Maddox Lucero of Santa Rosa. But could get, maybe looks like he got a yard, so nicely done as we catch it up. Third and about 2, so 1 yard gained from that run. Trying to fight this wind and everything else as well. So second and 3, third and 2, and that is going to be from the 49. So let's see what happens now, as it is Ornales who's going to go ahead and get around the corner, get a first down and more. He's going to get about 10 yards, looks like, off that scramble as he gets down to about the 38. So 7 actual yards. So 1 for him. So yes, indeed, once again, first and 10. Another first down for Jal. We'll talk about that on the halftime. Minute 26 to go as the clock continues to run. No stoppage of the clock so far. Still have 2 timeouts for Jal. And that is going to be about 8 yards on a run. So here we go. First and 10 for Jal. Gets that one handed up. Going to get some defensive pressure up the middle. And he's up getting about 4 for Zayden Lujan. So Lujan up the middle. Gets about 4 yards. Second and 6 from the 36. So yes, indeed. Math works when it maths. Second and 6. Going to go ahead and hand it up once again up the middle. Going to get stopped by the front line. And may have gotten 1. Looks like they did get 1. Timeout, Jal Panthers with 27 seconds remaining. They definitely needed to stop the clock if they want to get anything going with this drive. We're going to take one with it. We'll be back in just a moment. 27 seconds once again on the clock in the first half. Be back in just a moment on the Jal Panther Network.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information.
27
Panther
seconds.
Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
27 seconds to go. Jal with the ball. They've got 3rd and 5. Trying to get the score in before the halftime ends. We've got some motion Here with the snap, going to go ahead and go back, going to fade away, but unfortunately that is going to be dropped. And let's see who gets the ball. Looks like it could be Lions' ball, as once again, just could not get anything accomplished or started. So yes, indeed, it'll be another turnover for a second fumble. And with 18 seconds to go, you expect to see the ball just be kneeled on and go into halftime, or maybe they're just going to go ahead and run one play. Either way, though, a blown opportunity for Jal on that 3rd and 5. Once again, tried to fade back a little bit for Analis, and he just wasn't able to find anybody. Lost the ball, and Santa Rosa and the Lions were able to pounce on it. Battle of the Cats here as the Lions are up once again by the score of 24-8. You hand it off once again like I expected to see, and that is going to be a good long run, but short of the first down by 2. So David Gais, 1st and 10 for, was, 24 is who it was on a run. And with 2nd and 2, they actually went ahead and took a timeout. Let's see, they are right now, it was on the 41. Now it's on the 49. Makes sense. So timeout on the field. We're going to not take one with them. We're going to go ahead and continue coverage right here. So we'd like to thank our sponsors, without whom we would not be able to get these on the air. Whereas I'm talking about you, Eunice Pump and Supply, Panther Energy, along with Jal Municipal Schools, Woolworth Community Library, Mamacitas, and Iron Horse Sports Grill. Without you guys, we would not be able to put this on the air. Thank you very much. On this Friday night, we're about 7 seconds away from the halftime. I believe Santa Rosa still has 2 timeouts remaining, but I was again surprised that they even took this one. They're going to try to get one punch in, maybe even throw it this time. Who knows? Anything is possible. They've been running it, but they do have 1 pass for 33 yards. Timeout, though, on the other side now for Jal. This time we are going to take the timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank our sponsors as well. Thank you for watching this game right here on HobbsAmerica.com and on YouTube. Be back in just a moment.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the Panther Energy. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply.
There we are back as Santa Rosa is ready to go. 7 seconds remaining in this first half, and got a different player. He is going to pass the ball down the field. Let's see if he gets it. Yes, he does. No, he did not. He did get to his player, but it went through his hands, and that is going to be from the junior quarterback, Ross, who came in for that one. And that is the end of the first half. Once again, it was around the 20-yard line, wasn't able to catch the ball. And so it will be the first incompletion for either side. As we go into halftime, we'll be back in just a moment. We'll continue coverage right here for the Jal Panthers. Yes, indeed. My name is Ron Gunner. Thanks for being with me on cool, well, not on cool, but it is cool that you're here on Jal Panther Network, whether it be on HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube. Be back in 3.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in JAL has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old JAL, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in JAL, is a proud supporter of the JAL community. The staff of the JAL Public School District is proud of their JAL Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! JAL schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. JAL Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? JAL Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, welcome back. We are live at JAL Stadium right here in JAL, New Mexico. This is Ron Gunner. Thank you much for being here with me. As we get into it, didn't really get to touch in on what Coach Satterwhite had said for this week. You know, he had talked about the fact the challenge was going to be this week. Mainly it's going to be clock control, and I thought they did a pretty good job during the first opening drive, but after that they've been having a little trouble. Now they have been getting some movement from their running a lot better than they did last week. And they've had 6 first downs so far in this game, and that's something that they can be very happy with. Been slowing down the Lions. They've only gotten 24 points so far. That's 3 scores, and that is something. And they've also been, of course, the Lions have been able to get a couple of fumble recoveries. Second one did not, weren't able to capitalize on it, but the first one they were. So, yeah, it's going to end up being controlling the ball. If whoever can do that will definitely have opportunities to score in the second half. But definitely, I'm sure Coach Satterwhite is a lot happier with this performance than he was last week's performance against that that big Dexter Demons team, 3A team that is. And yeah, they did well. So Santa Rosa last week controlled the tempo of the Texaco game even after the quarterback went down. I think they're kind of doing that today, but they are still getting some lucky breaks. Had a couple of penalties that have gone both ways. And it is going to be, of course, Monday, Labor Day, so no school, but there will be school on Friday for the JAL Panthers. So remember that. I know sometimes it's really hard to get out of a habit that you're so used to being out of school on Friday. Of course, with Monday being off, you got to remember that, you're still going to have 4 days of school, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So once again, of course, also remember that the JAL Panthers will be playing here on Thursday instead of Saturday, like originally planned, against the Hobbs JV. Starts at 7 o'clock. Once again, 6:45 will be the pregame for me. And you can get here, $5 is the cover to get in, whether you are non-student or under 55 years of age. If you are either one of those, then you get in for free, of course, as always. Once again, we are at halftime. We've got a score of 24-8. We'll be back in a moment with continued coverage right here on the JAL Panther Network. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.
Panther Energy is excited for the JAL Panthers and proud of all the JAL students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one-stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in JAL, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jowl Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, we've got 8:15 remaining, plenty of time on the clock, and we've got a halftime score of 24-8. It was the opening drive after stopping the Santa Rosa Lions for it was 4 and done, so they turned it over on downs, and Jowl was able to get the ball on the 44-yard line. And after that, they just took 6 plays. Let me double check. Yes, indeed, 7 plays actually to get it in on a 1-yard run from your quarterback. That is going to be Ornelas. Ornelas with that 1-yard run got it to 6-0 with the 2-point conversion that was done by, Valenzuela. The run for 2, and that was 8-0 early on in this game. After that was 7:21, by the way, in the first quarter. So 5:18, and that was when Santa Rosa struck back quickly after having that first failure and the first and only time that they've ever had to lose the ball. They were at 4th and short when they got the long run, 35 yards to be exact, and that got them on the board with a run of 8-8 after the 2-point conversion with a pass, and that was over 2. Let's see, that would be Darren Pacheco. And that was looked like it was a not a quarterback keeper, but Josh Cordova was the one that run that one first of his scoring. Second one came just a little while later in the second quarter, 6:22 to be exact in the second quarter, with an 8-yard run from Cordova. Once again, in fact, he's been the scorer of this game for the Lions. Had a pass, and it was a 2-point success. Once again, 16-8 was the score at that point. And with just 2:18 remaining, just before halftime, the Lions were able to score once again after getting a good field position, punched it in from 1 yard after they had first and goal from about the 4. Were able to just punch it in the third quarter, 3rd and 1, and got it from Cordova once again. So Cordova has scored 3 times. They also had a run for the 2-point conversion. 24-8 is what we've got right now for the score, and from the standpoint of yardage, we've got Lujan with 35 yards on the ground. Also have Valenzuela leading the way with 43. And I've got, unofficially, of course, Ornelas with 23 points and the 1-run touchdown. He's also had 2 fumbles, unfortunately, and that has caused 1 touchdown for the Lions. The second one happened near the end of the first half. And just not enough time for the Lions to come back and be able to score. 5:20 remaining in the game, and not in the game, but in the first half. And we are continuing coverage of Job Panthers. This is the halftime report. We'll be back in just a moment with more as you continue to hear it on or see it on the Job Panthers network, whether it be on HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.
The staff of the Jow Public School District is proud of their Jow Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jow schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jow Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jow Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Well, all right, we have a update for you right here from Jowl. Actually, it's from Artesia, and it is a close one. It's been back and forth. Hobbs on the lead right now, and it is halftime. The score right now is Hobbs 28, Artesia 23. Right now, we've got 2:45 to go, plus the warm-up for both sides, 24-8. So they did not get blanked. They got their first touchdown of the season for their 25th season. Of course, that is the Jowl Panthers as they're about to get ready to come out. Looks like at least the cheerleaders and everybody else is ready for it. The lights have gone down a little bit, and the coaches are coming out. Once again, Hobbs up by 5, 28-23 against the Artesia Bulldogs. Always a good Artesia's always tough, no matter who they play, and that's the same thing I think about when I hear or see the Jowl Panthers. They play above and beyond. They can play lower seeds, or they can play higher seeds, but they play tough teams, tough opponents, and they may get tough losses, but they also get toughened up for the season, and that's what they're hoping to do this time around. Looks like everybody is still healthy and raring to go. We've got a minute 40 to go before we get some warm-ups as well. Santa Rosa is coming out as well. The Lions are going to be, both sides are going to be doing a little warm-ups. And, you know, with these guys, usually they don't even take the full 2 minutes or the 3 minutes or however long is given. So I expect to see that as well. Never underestimate them. They always want to get out there and just go for it. No matter what the score is, they always act like they've got a chance to get into it, and they always do. 1:09 to go, and we'll be back in a moment, and we continue coverage right here. We're getting some warm-ups, and we're also going to get some sponsors. Thank you very much for them for being able to put that on the internet once again on Jowl Panther Network. And remember, if you're on YouTube, you can also get the alerts, and that way you don't have to look for them. It will be right there on your screen for you when you get onto YouTube.com. Be back in a moment with more right here in Jowl, New Mexico.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
And without our sponsors, of course, we would not be able to put these on the air. Ron Gunner here, thank you much. And once again, thank for our sponsors as we have Panther Energy, Jowl Municipal Schools, Mamacitas, Eunice Pump and Supply, Iron Horse Sports Grill, and Woolworth Community Library. Thank you very much. All of your support. Without you, once again, like I said, we will not be able to get these on the air for the fans and for the parents as well. As Jowl is getting ready to go, and like I said, they're going to get the ball in the second half to start the second half, and they're hoping to see another score happen like they did in the beginning of the first half. So we've got both sides out right now. The world still goes round and round. It certainly is. Get you other scores as they are available as well. Let me see what we've got here. Eunice and Estancia, no score yet, but I will get that for you as soon as possible. I know you guys are interested. And yeah, they actually forgot they had to switch sides, as you're seeing that on the screen right now. So Jowl is on the other side. And I know sometimes I forget the little things too, so you got to remember about that as well. So Santa Rosa on the right side, and now Jowl going from south to, actually north to south. So that will be set. And, you know, I expect these things in the first game. The second game should be a little more hammered out. But, again, though, you know, it's the excitement of the game sometimes builds up, and you forget, especially after a long halftime. All right, so we've got another kickoff. This one coming from the Lions. Looks like deep is going to be once again Lujan. Let's see as it gets to him. Bounces. And actually, that might be Valenzuela. Yes, it is. He's going to take a good bounce and get it to the 45-50, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it could be a holding, so it may come back, but he did get a good kickoff return, and then it's going to be down to the about the 46-yard line, but I think it's going to come back because there's a flag on the play, and it's at the 34-yard line. That's generally where a hold call is going to be. And here is the call, looks like, after get everything situated. And yes, it is. It's going to be going backwards. Holding call. Be a 10-yard penalty, but it's going to cost even more than that because it's going to be at the spot of the foul. So from the 34-yard line, 34-yard line, it's going to go back to the 24-yard line, 10 yards. So technically that is a whole lot more than just a 10-yard penalty, because he would have been starting at the 46. So that's at least 25 yards right there, maybe 27 to be exact. First and 10, though, for Jowl. Let's see if they can get, they had a good chance to get a field opportunity, or a good field opportunity chance, but they blew it on the hold. Here we go, first and 10, though, from the 24. With 24-18 here, and Ornelius is going to hand it off. Looks like that's going to be to Zayden Lujan. Zayden Lujan gets 3 off that one, as he's able to once again to run it up the middle. I see that a lot too. They tend to run it up the middle. That's fine. So 2nd and 7 from the 27. That's right. Another run. It looks like this is going to be stopped And a lot of activity afterwards, but no call. And then it's going to be, again, that'll be Marquez, Jason Marquez, the senior, who stopped the play from happening. And no, maybe one, no. Actually, yeah, it'll be 3rd and 3. Actually, it'll be first down. Looks like he got enough for a first down. Nicely done. Didn't see that, so another first down for the Jow Panthers. One of the things that I'm sure that Coach Satterwhite wanted to see is some gains of yardage, 36-yard line. And a quarterback keeper for Ornales, and it's going to be 2 yards for him. And that is going to be the run of, let's see, all right, so 23, run, 2 yards. 2nd and 8. 10:33 to go in this third quarter. That's right, 2nd and 8. Here we go. Let's get a little closer to, let's not be shy. There we are. Spread out offense on this one. Maybe it'll be a pass. Let's see. As Ornelas goes back, does get, unfortunately, tackled, and it's going to be a loss of about 8 yards as he goes back to the 24 and 26, I mean. And, yeah, that was not going to fool anybody at all. So from the, that was a 10-yard loss. So 3rd and 18. And Jow unable to get a passing game going so far in this one. Once again, back to pass is Ornelius. He's going to go ahead and throw it to Zayden Lujan. Unable to get it in his hands. Did hit him, but that would have been a loss anyway. Got it to the line of scrimmage where it was at, and instead will be an incomplete pass. So that's the first incomplete pass of the Jow side. So getting this all in, let's see, it'll be 4th and 18 and a punt. And here we go, a good booming kick that's going to get it to the 45 and got it in and out of his hands. He was able to pick it up off the ground and get 10, 15, 20 yards on the run back. So made something out of nothing on that one. Got a 20-yard run back and got it into Panther territory as well. 1st and 10, and the ball is located at the 47-yard line. So 47, 1st and 10 for Santa Rosa. And they are taking their time as they do have a good lead, 24 to 8. It's like once again an old format of offense, as Coach had said. It's going to go ahead and look like that was a direct snap to Cordova, who does get about 13 yards. Actually, you know what? There was a fumble on that one, and looks like Jow is going to get the ball back. It was a quick bang move. Before you know it, Jow has the ball, and it will be a turnover for the Lions. Nicely done. And that will be a fumble recovery. Didn't see who did it. But let's see. Can I find out? See if I can find out here in a moment who did that fumble recovery. But nevertheless, Jow has the ball, 1st and 10 at the 45. Nicely done. So quickly, 45-yard line. And their first turnover or recovery of the season, 1st and 10. So back to pass. It's going to be nicely done. And it will be a gain of 10, maybe 11 yards, depending on the spot on that one. Yes, he is going to get a first down on that one as well. First pass completion for Ornales, And that is going to be going to, looks like that was Navarrete. So Navarrete gets the pass and gets another first down for the Panthers. And it's going to be at the 30, actually no, the 44-yard line. So 11 yards, that would be 3. And already with another one as he hands that one off. And it's going to be a couple of yards, maybe 3 to Zayden Lujan. Zayden Lujan is going to get those 3 yards the hard way. And it's going to be for at the 42. Actually, it's going to be just a gain of 2 for Zayden Lujan. Or 43, all right, 3 yards is finally where they spot it. So 2nd and 7. There we go, and another one, quarterback keeper. Going to take it for about 2 more yards, maybe 3, depending on the spot. But 3rd and 5 is what we've got to look forward to. So the ball at 39, 3rd and 5, and it is now 7:32 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Jal is having some good offensive rhythm right now. Wants to keep it up as he is in shotgun. Ornelas is. He's going to go ahead and keep it. Hesitate a little longer than I thought he was going to as he was in the line, and will be brought down after a gain of 2. That brings up 4th and 3, and you expect to see Jal go for it at this rate. And if they had a kicker, maybe they would go for a field goal, but no, that's a 50-yard field goal. So they're going to go ahead and go for it. Why not? I mean, they're down by a couple of scores, and they've been running the ball very well and matriculating it down the field. Had at least 2 first downs in this drive. We'll go ahead and look. He's going to go ahead and heave it to a man who has got pass interference. It wasn't catchable, but it was passing interference definitely as Zayden Lujan turned around and had his defender all over him. So you got that first down from a penalty. So penalty will definitely give Jal the first down. And here we go with the call. Pass interference. Yep, PI. 10 yards and a first down. So that means first down and 10, another one for Jal, as they are down to the 26-yard line. And Jal is still continuing to being able to move the ball down the field. First down for Jal once again. Nicely done. I think that's their first conversion of a 4th down. Okay, see refs getting back into position, so it'll take a moment longer. And Jal looks like they may be passing again to the left, one to the right. Ornelas in the shotgun position with Zayden. Actually, that was somebody else. Going to roll to the left, pass to the right. Gets his wide open. It was right in and out of his hand, and it was right on his hand for Navarrete. And I'm sorry I did not get that in time, but hit his hand and then hit the ground. So pass incomplete. Stops the clock with 6:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. And that was incomplete to number 3. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So we got 2nd and 10 now. There we go. Arnias is going to go ahead and give that to Venezuela, who's up the middle, who's going to get it all the way up to the 4-yard line, maybe even the 3, depending on where they spot it. But he ran up the middle, was able to get that nice extension of the play, get it into the backfield, and made it 20 probably about 22 yards. And let's see, actually, there's going to be a penalty on the play, and that's unfortunate because that's how he got out. He got there because of a hold, so instead of a huge play, it will have to be done again, this time with a 10-yard loss. Penalty. And, all right, that's what it is. So it'll be at the spot of the foul, and that'll be determined to be the 33-yard line. And we do have a Panther, unfortunately, down on the ground. 2nd and 15. So we have a penalty. We have a timeout for a moment. Oh, that was actually Venezuela, who is stiffly walking, and I will move that away. Looks like he'll be back, but that's unfortunate. You don't want to see either your players, any of your players, actually get hurt. One of the things that any coach will tell you, we just want a clean game, nobody hurt, and a win would be nice too. So 2nd and about 16. 16. Second and 16, and still, Chow looking like they could score. After that 10-yard penalty, though, for holding, that hopefully will not slow them down for their goal. 2nd and 16, Arleas with the ball is going to go ahead and get a nice little run, but I believe this is going to be coming back as well. Looks like he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Let's see if it holds, because there is a penalty flag on the play around the area of, yeah, it's not going to hold. It's either going to be it's going to be offensive of some kind. Probably going to be a hold once again, but let's see what happens before the dust settles. So quickly with the call. That'll be back-to-back penalties on Jowl if that's the case. They've slowed this drive down. Haven't stopped it yet, but have slowed it down. Here's the call. As it looks like Jowl is going to be walking back. Oh, that's an interesting one. I have never heard that one before. An illegal use of the equipment, 15 yards against Jowl, and that'll move them all the way back. Let's see where it's going to take him to. It was already 2nd and 16, so that'll make it 2nd and 31. Off a 15-yard penalty. So that puts them back again to the 48. So Jowl has moved forward, moved back, and is deep in the hole, 2nd and 31. Up, there we go. Passes it over to Navarrete. Lost the ball, looks like. Is that going to be completion? I don't know if it is, but that will be determined right now. Looks like he did get the, or somebody got the ball back. 88, the tight end. Of course, that is the team captain. That is Gaetan. Might be taunting because Gaetan was talking afterwards. Hoping the emotions will stay calm on this one as well, but this could be the 3rd penalty, and of course it'll knock him back further. If that is the case, after the penalty, after the flag, after the play was stopped, it could be a 3rd down because of that, but one step at a time. Let's take our breath and see what's going on. It's all about mental and mentality. So let's see what the call is from the Whitecap. Yeah.
Offense, number 88.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, it's on both sides.
Number 3.
Offsetting penalties.
Still Jow's ball. Third down.
Still Jowl ball, and it's going to be 3rd down, so no call, both sides. So they don't know who started it, doesn't matter. So it'll be 2nd down. So we'll replay the down, 2nd and 31. 2nd and 31, once again. And Jowl got lucky on that one. It could have been another 15 yards, would have been pushing him way back. It is third down? Okay, so it is third down since the play is offset. Nobody got penalized. I can't remember half the time on those situations. But nevertheless, so here we are. 3rd and 31. That's even worse. And it's going to be, he's going to go ahead and heave it. And he's got an open man, but he had to come back and get it, and he tracked it down. Unfortunately, that was caught by the Santa Rosa player. That is going to be Pacheco. But a huge heave, got it all the way down to about the 10-yard line. And interception for Jal. So three losses of football, 2 fumbles, and 1 interception. Now we'll go back to Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa started off with a fumble, so hopefully they're going to get the similar situation. They are deep in their territory once again at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. And it'll be run around the side for no gain, or maybe a little gain. 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Got a substitution coming in. Actually, no, we've got another substitution coming in. Players off on time. Santa Rosa, the Lions, they did huddle. So with 4:54 remaining in the 3rd quarter, nobody has scored in this 3rd quarter yet. It's going to be a run around by the man who got the interception just a moment ago, and that is going to be a run to the left for Pacheco. Pacheco does get maybe a yard. No, it's 3rd and 6. Yes, he did get a yard. So now they're at the 16-yard line. So that is the 16-yard line there. 3rd and about 6. The quarterback, actually Cordova gets the ball. And gets a 2-yard gain, so once again, it is deep in their own territory, 4th and 4 for the Lions as they're trying stuff, and it's not quite working out for them. But they are at the 18-yard line, so chance they may punt it. I mean, I would be surprised if they didn't, but we'll see. Looks like they are going to punt the ball. Yeah, that'd be smart, because if they lost it right here, that would give Jow a great opportunity to be able to score. They still have it as that goes over their head, goes into the end zone, and he's going to have to get it out of there. And he does, but he does avoid the safety. However, Jow is going to get it in the red zone. Not only that, but they're also going to get it inside the 5-yard line. Looks like about the 3. So a bad snap is going to cost Santa Rosa. That is going to be a fumble, basically, or punt block. In any case, Jow gets it 1st and goal. And now, very little room to need to go. As said, they already are starting. Got it inside to about the 2. So 1st and 4, 2nd and 2. Let's see. Second and 2, let's get in there. Let's see if they can score off this one. They should be able to with 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And they're going to run it up the middle. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to bulldoze in. And it's going to be Ornelas with the touchdown. 2-yard run. So 2 yards for Jal. And in the third quarter, we are at 2:43, and this is a ball game once again, but still need those extra points. So far, 24-14, a 10-point difference. Let's see if Jal can get that 2-point conversion as well. Jal lined up. About the same position as they were just a moment ago. Going to have 2 on the left, 1 on the right for wide receivers. And it's going to be Ornelas this time around, got caught behind the line of scrimmage, and 2-point conversion fails. So 24-14 is the score right now. Run failed. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here. 24-14 once again. Jal down by 10, but they are in the game with that score right here as we continue coverage on the Jal Panther Network, whether you're on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube. I'm Ron Gunner. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll be right back.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
All right, once again, we are back, and the game has changed a little bit. Jal with a 2-yard run from Ornelas, and Ornelas was unable to get that 2-point conversion as well. The run, he was caught behind the line of scrimmage. So we have a 24-14 score, second score for Jal this season, the 25th season of Jal Panthers. So they're going to go ahead and get set up for their kickoff to the Lions. Once again, 2:43 remaining in the third quarter. And we do have a good one out here as it is competitive on both sides. We've had a couple of penalties, just had offsetting. In fact, actually, it was Jal who had a good run going, but then got slowed down by a couple of penalties and ended up having to punt the ball. And that's what resulted in the deep possession for the Lions. Could not get the first down. In fact, had to punt it. Lost it on a high hike and barely got it out of the safety. Actually, if he would have taken the safety, it would have been easier or less damaging, although Jal would have gotten the ball back. But nevertheless, so, ran it out, got it to the 3-yard line, and Jal was able to score 6 more points. One of those maybe the coach is telling him about right now. If you would have stayed in the end zone, you would have just been penalized with 2. And that's going to be a fake. Actually, it was a quick kick. It's going to go around the side. Got about 15, maybe 20 yards out of that one. And that was going to be picked up and ran once again by one of the good runners that they have for the Lions, David Chavez, the senior. He is a fullback, listed at 5'10" and 170 pounds, and he definitely uses that to his advantage. Looks bigger when he's running too, but he is a good swift runner, runs around the corner and runs it up the sideline. So 1st and 10 is what we've got here for the Lions. And there is a penalty on the play. And another unsportsmanlike contact. This time around it's going to count against Jal, 15 yards. And that is going to move the ball even closer as it goes from the 35. And it could go all the way to the 20. And it will. So the 20-yard line, so they're going to be already in the red zone. And just like that, Santa Rosa has an opportunity to score quickly or have very short fielded position to take advantage of. So with that penalty once again of another unsportsmanlike conduct against Jal. 1st and 10, here we go, as it is hard to say. Looks like that'll be another keeper this time for the one playing quarterback. This is going to be David Chavez. Lost a yard, actually. So -1. Oops, that is going to be R, then -1. 2nd and 11 from the 21. So not very many times do you see the Lions go backwards, but they did this time. 2nd and 11 off the run. And now it's going to be directly snapped to Cordova. He's going to make a few yards. Looks like he's going to keep the ball as well with 1:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. He got 2 yards? No, he got 3 yards of that run. So the line of scrimmage is at the 20. They're at the 18 now. So 3-yard run, 3rd down, and 8. Third and 8 for the Lions. And they've struggled on some 3rd downs to get a 1st down. This one's going to be passed. It's going to be over 2. Nicely done. And they definitely call those shots right. Sorry about that, as it gets in the hands of a Pacheco. Couldn't quite get into the end zone, but did get the 1st down off the pass. And that was going to be a 17-yarder, possibly. Actually, no, it's going to be just 1st and goal at the 3. So that's 15 yards for the pass. 1st and goal. Or is it at the... Oh, it's... Never mind, they did get the touchdown. So got the touchdown, get that in, and get a 2-point conversion as well. Here is the attempt. And right up the middle, they get it for the 2-point conversion. So quickly answering are the Lions. Get that 2 points as well. So 32-14. As that is going to be 57 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Got Santa Rosa on the board with a pass. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jowl Panther Network, whether it be on Jowl Sports, of course, on HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube. Stick around. We still have plenty of game to go.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than...
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
We are back as we're about to get another kickoff from, I believe actually that was 0 that threw that ball. So 0 to their main guy. That would be, of course, that would be Ross to Pacheco for the touchdown. So we're about to get underway with another kickoff. This one's going to go shallow and out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. That should start at around the 40, 45-yard line. 40-yard line, I believe. Something about the concession stand, $1 hot dogs. Ooh, that'd be nice, but no. Got to do this for you guys. Not going to take the $1 hot dog. 1st down at the 35. All right, so it's the 35-yard line is where we're starting. 1st and 10. All right, and let's see if Jowl has what it takes to be able to get back in without having to go backwards again like they did in one of their drives to get another score. They want to get back into it, and they can do so quickly. Looks like they may have a timeout here, though, as there's some personnel changes. Excuse me. And they are going to take a timeout. It was Faulkner who was coming out late. Looks like there was a little confusion on what the play was going to be. So timeout, Jowl. We're going to take one with him. We'll be back in just a moment as we continue coverage once again. 32-14 is the score, 3rd quarter. Jowl with the ball as we have just 57 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Be back in a moment.
Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community.
And we always like our sponsors. That's why we give them so much hype. They give us so much to get on the air. Jowl Panthers Sports right here as we continue with the third quarter, just about to end with 57 seconds remaining. Jowl getting into it. They've got twins on the left, one on the right. They've got single back along with the quarterback with Ornelas. Let's see what the play is going to be. It's going to be a hand. Nope, it's going to be a quarterback keeper, but he is caught quickly and brought down by three players. Santa Rosa, one of them is going to be Andrew Urban, the guard and the defensive end for the senior for the Lions. So loss of 3 on the play. Oh, but afterwards, defensive unsportsmanlike conduct. So taking a bad play and taking it good, looks like that'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Don't want to see that either, even if it does mean a first down. That is going to be after the play, but yes, it's going to make it a first down for the Jowl Panthers. So penalty, once again, aids. That's the second penalty that has given Jowl a first down, that in my recollection. But that'll be at the 47-yard line. So 12 yards is what was gained. And let's get on the action. First and 10 once again. Ornelas with the ball, hands it off, and he's going to go to the left. He has a nice gap there. Looks like he may have got 9, possibly 10, depending on where the spot is. No, he's going to get about 9. So 9 yards for Lujan. Second and 1, and another possible first down for the scrappy Jowl Panthers. Battle of the Cats right here. Lions versus the Panthers. Second and 1. We are getting a lineup once again. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. So the end of the third quarter, and we're going to go into the fourth. We've got a 32-14 game, down by 18. Jowl still in it, though, as they're trying to move the ball down the field. They're at center of the field, and we're going to come back in just a moment as we continue coverage on Jowl Sports, whether you're on HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jowl Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Getting back into it, we are at second and short, maybe a 1. Fourth quarter getting underway right now. Jowl trying to get back another answer as they get this one deep, but they do get Zayden Lujan. Goes around the left. He's able to get past a block, or a tackle almost, and does make enough for the first down. Looks like it's going to be about 4 yards. Actually, 3 yards to be exact. 41, and that'll be another first down to the Jowl Panthers, as they are showing signs of improvement, especially over last week. Once again, first and 10, 41, and another handoff this time around. Looks like that'll be another Zayden Lujan special. Just couldn't get around the left side this time. would be brought down short. In fact, actually lost a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 on this one at the 42, but they are in the Lions' territory. Almost thought we had a update, but it was just on this game. So 2nd and 11. Into the 4th quarter we go with 11:14 to go, and Jow would like to get a score quickly as they are starting a nice little drive once again, starting those Pistons running and getting the rhythm going for the offense. Orneas next to Lujan. Got trips left or right and a single on the left. Going to go ahead and pass to the left to Valenzuela. Fumbled it a little bit, but did get the ball. And may have cost him a little bit of yardage, but did get a couple. Got one from the line of scrimmage, so 2 off the pass. So yes, that was a run of -1, and that'll be 3rd down now and about 8 or 9. I said they went ahead and they went and took the yardage away. So it was just a 1-yard play at the 41 now. So it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, and a long way to go for that first down. 2 plays is what you suspect to see from the Jow Panthers, but they'd like to get it in 1. Here we go. Orneas going back to pass. He is setting up as he rolls to the right. He's going to get it blocked. That was to his tight end, as that was interfered with and knocked down. That was going to be for, didn't think that was the right one, Gaetan. So a pass to 88, blocked and incomplete, does stop the clock with 10:13. No gain. 4th down and 10, and you expect to see Jow going for it. At the very least, maybe they're just to draw them off sides. But I think the Lions are a little too disciplined to do that. And even if they did, they'd have to do it twice. 3rd and 10. Here we are. We have twins left, twins right, one in the backfield along with Ornelas. And he's going to go ahead and pass it to the left, screen play. And it's going to get not enough traction, but there is a penalty on the play, as that one did go to Ramos. So Ramos got the ball. Let's see what the penalty is, though, as it could affect the call. If it's against Jow, it should be declined. Holding on Jow declined, and it will be a loss of downs on the play. So Jow tried to get the ball to move forward, unable to, lost it on downs, and it will be now 1st and 10 for Santa Rosa, and the Lions will start at the 37. All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions. Jow trying to get back into this game quickly as possible. They have 10:06 to go in this contest. It looks like it's going to go all the way. Handoff. And that is going to gain a couple of yards before being pushed backwards. And this time around, the quarterback is lined up for Ross. Ross being the quarterback, and it handed off to David Chavez, the fullback. Chavez is able to get. Gaetan was the one that stopped the run. 2 yards is the gain. And it'll be 2nd and 8. Going to be getting some volleyball action here pretty soon, so stay tuned on that as well. But right now we are all about the football as it starts this season. 2nd and 8. So go ahead and give it to the fullback once again. He plows forward for a couple. Looks like he got 3 to be exact. As it gets to about the 41 or the 42. 41 it is. So that's going to be 4 yards. Oops. 3rd and about 6.
Ruby Gallegos.
And that's right.
Yarcely Perez. Amila Alonso.
So 2 on that one. And 3rd and 6 is the
Maureen Alonso.
call.
Alejandra Mendoza.
There we are, as
Mendoza.
tight formation for the Lions. Once again, going to go ahead and go around, but caught in the backfield is going to be,
And our seniors.
I think that's, no, not Cordova, but Pacheco, number 1 Pacheco.
Yanis Ramirez. And Amira Stone.
And he is going to make it, it's going to make it 4th down now.
And Melanie Arriaga.
And 10, so 4th and 10
Katia Martinez.
for
Assistant Priscilla Zamora.
the Lions. So the Lions get back for a punt formation. And here we go, a quick and easy one. It's going to go over to Lujan, who is going to let it bounce and gets it at the 22. We're taking it back, got it back to where the ball bounced in the first place. So it looks like it's going to be about the 22-yard line for the spot. There is a flag on the play, though, unfortunately. And let's see, where's it at? Looks like it's going to be possibly a hold call that could go in the favor of the Panthers. Find out in just a moment. So it looks like it's going to go against Jow. With the call, here is the white cap holding a blocking. It's going to go against Jow.
Still first down.
Another bad penalty, and it's going to drive him a little further back. See, since he got outside the 20, it's not going to be half the distance. If it was inside the 20, it would have been half the distance. So this is going to possibly push him back to the 12. As they have not walked it off yet. First down for the Panthers. Good news. Bad news. They're going to start deep in their own territory. It is going to be at the, actually, let's see, is it 10 or the 12? Okay, so it looks like actually the 11-yard line. So the 11-yard line is where Jout is going to start. So they have a long field ahead of them.
Ball at the 12-yard line.
89 yards to go.
First down.
So we've got twins left, twins right. Hand off the ball. And that is going to be a short gain as it is whistled dead quickly. Looks like that was Zayden Lujan who had the ball.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second
And that was a loss of 1 for the run. Second and 11 from the 10-yard line now. So second and 10. Here we go again. Got twins to the left, right, and left. And Orneas is going to go ahead and keep it. This time he's going to run up the side and get more. They thought he was going to run out of bounds, but instead he ran for another about 7 yards. And that is going to be a nice, unless there's a penalty on the play. Let's see. Kind of looks like there is a flag on the play. I don't see it. You know how hard it is sometimes to see that yellow flag. Luckily, they tell us.
Offense.
Holding on the
10-yard
offense.
penalty. Still
And that explains how he was open. So instead of a first down, once again, another hold is going to bring back the ball. That's going to get him a little deeper in the hole. But it is second down still. So second down and long. Looks like a 9. That's going to be the spot of the foul. That's at least a good sign. They didn't lose too much. So second and 9. So they kind of gained a yard on that one to a degree. Rolls to the left. And Valenzuela, unable to do anything with it, was brought back to the backfield to the 5-yard line. And that is a loss of 5. as it was on the 10-yard line. That's 11, run, loss. Third down now, and 15. That makes sense, so loss of 6 to be exact. So, 3rd and 16. Going to go to the left or right this time, and could not get out of the backfield. That was going to be by Valenzuela once again. Could not get any traction. Did get a couple, but is still in negative. So it'll be 4th down and long. 4th down and about 12, 13 to be exact. As they are now at the 10-yard line. So punt formation once again for Jowl, and it's going to give the Lions another great field position with 5:10 to go in this game, as this one's going to be punted deep to the 47-yard line, picked up. Going to run it along the sideline once again and gets it to the 30. That is a 17-yard gain for the Lions. So 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 30. So 30 yards to go for another touchdown. Right now 32-14 is the score. Lions are up by 18. 5:02 remaining in the game. 4:58 now.
First and 10, ball at the 30-yard line for the Lions.
It looks like they've got a tight formation once again. They're going to go for the run. They've only had a couple of passes. They do have perfect throwing. They're actually going to throw again. Speaking of which, and this is going to be low. It looks like it's actually going to be offensive interference. Hopefully I got that on the camera. But it was Zayden Lujan was lining up for it. Couldn't quite get it as it was floated a little too high. And there's a penalty flag on the play. It's going to be offense or defense. We will find out here in just a moment. As they just threw their first incompletion. Maybe their second, actually, if I remember correctly. Find out from the Whitecap.
Passing interference. Defense.
Dang. Passing interference on the defense. That'll put it down to about the, I thought it was offensive, but couldn't see the whole thing. Nevertheless, so Zayden Lujan on the penalty, not very happy with it. Wants to talk to the ref on it, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. 1st down, though, for the Lions. 1st and 10. Let's see where they're going to mark that at. 20, so it was a 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10 from the 20 this time. Off that floater, that dead duck, as it was.
Correction on the flag.
Oh,
Pass interference.
offense.
Offense.
That makes a huge difference. He had said defense, but he misspoke. He meant offense instead. That makes a whole lot more difference. And so instead of going forward, it's going to be going back for the Lions. A lot of fans here were, of course, unhappy about that call. And now we know why, because it was incorrect. So instead of being at the 20 now, it's still the scrimmage line is the start of 30, but they're going to go back 15 yards to the 45. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 25. Whew. Move the camera. All right. So as the refs get their numbers together, right, correct, did. It is going to be 1st and 25 for the Lions. We've got 4:41 to go in the game.
First and 25, Santa Rosa.
And the Lions are going to be starting or have a deep position to try to get that 1st down. Last pass once again had interference. Was incomplete as well. Almost, if Zayden Lujan would have been able to pick it off, that would have been a different story, but unable to because of interference. So 2 in the back behind And we've got quarterback pitches out. He's going to go to the right-hand side. He's got some nice blocking ahead of him and got extra yardage on the play. Of course, that is Cordova who got that one going from Ross, the quarterback, and got most, if not all, but another penalty on the play, and just saw that flag. And it looks like it's going to go against Santa Rosa once again. Same reason. That was the reason why he had a huge hole. But there was a holding call against the offense. Spotted the foul, and it'll be another first down. So, once again, this time around, the penalties are pushing back the Lions. And instead of 25, it's going to be, we've got a end of third quarter score for the Artesia-Hobbs game. Artesia is up by 1, 29-28 on Hobbs. Expect to see that one. That was a back and forth affair. So, fourth quarter for the Hobbs Eagles as we are in the fourth quarter right now. First and 25 looks like for Santa Rosa once again. Going to go ahead and pitch it to Cordova, who's going to run off to the left and get tackled quickly by the Jow Panther. Got 4 yards on the run. We may have, looked like there was an injury for a moment, but the tackler for Jow will come up a little achy. Is going to be Fernando Sauceda. So not sure if he's going to stay in the game or not, but it is second down. Second down and long, a 21. 4:14 to go. 21. And that is going to be at the 49-yard line. And let's see what Santa Rosa does. Going to go ahead and turn around, get it to, I believe that's Chavez. David Chavez has that spin move before he goes forward. Didn't get too far. He got about a couple of yards. And it will be now third down, and they're at the 50, so 20. Is it 30? Yes, it is 30. All right, I'm wrong. I had it 20. It's 30. Third and 30. Yeah, Santa Rosa just kept moving back and moving back. So third and 30. Another run. Actually, he's going to go back to pass. It'll be Cordova. He's just going to loft it, and it'll be to nobody. So another incomplete pass. Had to get that one out of his hands. Didn't want to lose any more field. And it'll be fourth down. Looks like the Lions will be punting again. With 4th and 30, that's a steep climb out. So Jowl still has an opportunity to get another score in this game. With 3:01 though, they limited opportunities. Maybe one score, unless they hit twice, use some timeouts, and field advantage. And they definitely have to have the ball in their hands. Quick kick. It's going to go to the 10-yard line. Misses it, picks it up finally, and maybe that's a good thing because St. Lujan almost off to the races. Almost thought he had a hole. So did he. And he got caught about the 24-yard line from that kick, or that punt. Be back in just a moment as we continue coverage right here. I'll be back with more live action.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
1st and 10 for the Jow Panthers. They're at the 24-yard line. It is 2 on in there. And Ornelas is going to go ahead and throw. He's going to roll to the left or right. Get it in the hands of Navarrete, and a first down, as it looked like he picked that one off the ground, just basically was able to get that, and 12 yards for a first down. Nicely done as the throw is completed. So that is a first down for the Jow Panthers, and they're accumulating a lot more of those as the game goes along.
For a Jow Panther, first down.
All right, sorry about that, guys. It is in the fourth quarter, so we've got that corrected. Thank you very much, Evie. Back at the station, it is going to be a sack, quarterback sack, as it was Ornelas who tried to go back to pass. And it will be a loss of about 6. Actually, more than that, because they did have that gain. So it'll be back to the 29. So 5 yards actually is the loss. Second down and 15. Or 17. Okay. Second and 17. And that one is going to be, got it out of one tackle, but could not avoid another one. Did get back to the line of scrimmage, not the original one, but third and 17, and both these offenses are struggling right now to get moving forward, as that was a run. It looked like that was by Lujan for no gain. So 24-yard line once again. Third down and 17 actually is what it is. Third down and 17. And Jow once again trying to see if they can get something going. Ornelas with a stiff arm, and unfortunately picked off once again. This time again by the same one who got it last time. That was going to be Pacheco, and runs it over to about the 25-yard line out of bounds. So Pacheco with another turnover. That's going to be about 4, maybe 5 now for Jow. I'd have to check to see, but not a good sign anytime you turn it over. Is that the reason why? Still learning my equipment at times. And they're going to be kneeling it down with 49 seconds to go. That is pretty much the end of the game. So 32-14 is your final here as the Lions escape a win in the Battle of the Cats. And number 1 team, Santa Rosa, after facing, I believe, the number 1 team, Texaco, from last week, and were able to get that victory, and they're going to get another one tonight. 2-0, where it's going to be their record, and Jow will fall 2-0-2 as well. Next week will be Thursday night game. It'll be Hobbs JV Eagles against the Panthers of Jow. And that will be the end of the game. It'll just be the lineup now of the Sportsmen, and we will, of course, get you more as we continue on. Let's go ahead and take a break. Be back in a moment. Once again, we're on Jow Panther Sports. Be on HobbsAmerica.com and YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, as once again, Jow falls again, but a good fought battle between the two. Just penalties slowed everybody down. 32-14 is the final. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jow Panthers and proud of all the Jow students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jow, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
All right, well, game 2 of the Jal Panthers is in the books for the 25th season. And they did well, but not well enough against this number 1 team, Santa Rosa. I do believe their number 4 ranking so far in the 2A has been deserved. This will help them as far as strength of schedule as well as overall. But final score 32-14. No injuries, one of the things that we wanted to see, make sure. Another one was Lujan was able to perform, get out there, and looks like everybody is in tip-top shape. Once again, though, learning from these experiences, facing tough teams, and coming out with your head held high, that's one of the things you got to do. Love the fact that Jal was able to get things started after stopping. They went ahead and kicked the ball away, stopped the Lions in 4 on 4 downs, was able to turn around and be able to get a score of their own in 7 plays. And with that, they had a run from a quarterback keeper from Ornalis to give the ball a 6-0 score with 7:21. Got the extra point, 2 extra points to be exact, from a run from Valenzuela, who is looking to improve. And the score was 8-0. Had the lead for the first time in the season as well as the first score for the Jal Panthers. Then after that, it was the Lions who scored at 5:47 with a little run. Had a pass for 2 yards, or not 2 yards, but the 2-point conversion was made. 8-8 was the score. Turned around in the second quarter, and similar situation was a short run from, once again, Cordova, who was doing the scoring at that point, and it was 14-8. Pass for 2 points was converted. 16-8 was the score. Then before the half ended, 2:18, it was Cordova who ran 1 yard after being able to get inside the 10 to the 5, actually, and then just kept getting 1 yard each possession until they got it in the third quarter. Jal was strong in the defense, but just not strong enough to be able to stop those runs from happening. And the halftime score at that point was 24-8. Got back into it. Jal was able to score in the third quarter with 2:43 remaining off of a run from Cordova. Sorry, not Cordova. That was Ornalis. And 2-point conversion failed. It was a run from Ornalis. So the score was 24-14. Final score was in the third quarter as well, so nobody scored in the fourth quarter, as it was the final of, once again, 32-14. I like the fact that Jal has been able to progress for the first downs. We're able to slow down, didn't stop the Lions, but they did a whole lot better than most people probably would have thought that they would have done at this stage of the game with all these newcomers as well as the veterans that are out there, trying to teach those newbies, as they're called, the way to play the game. So we are going to put a into this one. And once again, remind you about next week. It is not going to be on Saturday, as the schedule has said. It is going to be on Thursday, not in Hobbs, but here in Jowl. So remember that. So you don't have to go too far away to see another game. It'll be against the Hobbs JV squad. The Eagles will be here flying in. 7 o'clock is when the kickoff is going to be. And I'll be here at 6:45 to get you started on another exciting game and sports. Of course, love to see the Hobbs Eagle JV squad come in. I remember last year I watched it as a fan. This year I'm going to get to watch it as, of course, right here with the camera and everything else. And for everybody at the station, for Evie Stuber, for No Mark Broadcasting Services, and for our sponsors, who are Eunice Pump Supply, Panther Energy, Mamacitas, Jowl Municipal Schools, Woolworth Community Library, and yes, the Iron Horse Sports Grill. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am Ron Gunner, and we're going to have another great weekend. By the way, once again, I'm going to remind you guys, Labor Day is Monday. No school on Monday, but there will be school on Friday for the Jowl Panthers. So don't forget that. It's an automatic thing, but after that, of course, every Friday after that is going to be no school for your Jowl Panthers. Thanks again for watching, and you have a great evening and great Labor Day weekend as well.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue